Objectives: read datasheet completely, be able to understand and make statements about all data given in the datasheet. Datasheet is a contract between user and manufacturer, which means both parties shall abide by it. Today, I have randomly picked Rome Semiconductor RD3H200 SNFRA N channel 45 volt 20 amp power MOSFET for this purpose. Summary: drain source max voltage 45 volt, drain source on resistance max 28 milliohms, drain current plus or minus 20 amps, power dissipation 20 watt. D package: for N channel MOSFET, the arrow direction in the symbol is pointing towards the gate and the body diode is from source to drain. Features of the MOSFET: low on resistance, fast switching speed, drive circuits can be simple, parallel use is easy, lead free lead plating, ROHS compliant, AEC Q101 qualified. Application: switching. Package specifications: reel size 330 mm, which is 13-inch diameter reel, tape width is 16 mm, quantity per reel 2500 pieces, taping code TL, marking on the IC RD3H200SN. Absolute maximum ratings: specified at 25 degrees Celsius unless otherwise specified. Drain source voltage VDSS 45 volt, continuous drain current plus or minus 20 amps, limited only by max temperature allowed. Pulsed drain current IDP plus or minus 40 amps. Gate source voltage VGSS plus or minus 20 volt. Power dissipation PD 20 watt at case temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. Junction temperature 150 degrees Celsius. Operating junction and storage temperature minus 55 to plus 150 degrees Celsius. Thermal resistance. Thermal resistance junction to case R theta, junction to case R theta JC 6.25 degrees Celsius per watt. If we know case temperature, we can find out the junction temperature. Similarly, if we know ambient temperature, we can find out the case temperature, provided we know R theta junction to case and R theta case to ambient respectively. R theta junction to case is package dependent and it is given in the datasheet. R theta case to ambient is PCB design or heatsink design dependent, and it is dependent upon the application implementation. The formulas to find out TJ from TC or TC from TA is this. Electrical characteristics: drain source breakdown voltage at gate source voltage of 0 volt and drain current of 1 milliamp is 45 volt. Breakdown voltage temperature coefficient delta VBR DSS divided by delta TJ for drain current of 1 milliamp reference to 25 degrees Celsius is 46.8 millivolt per degree Celsius, which is a positive number, and hence positive temperature coefficient for VDSS. Zero gate voltage drain current IDSS at VDS is equal to 45 volt and gate source voltage of 0 volt is 1 microampere maximum. This is also called as leakage current. At higher temperature, leakage current will be significantly higher. It can be 100 times than 1 microampere at junction temperature of 125 degrees Celsius. The Rome Semiconductor have made the sub-circuit model of this MOSFET available in their website. It can be downloaded and simulated in LTSpice. Here it shows that the breakdown voltage is close to 45 volt as given in the datasheet. Gate source leakage current IGSS at VGS of plus or minus 20 volt and drain source voltage of 0 volt is max plus or minus 10 microampere. Gate threshold voltage VGS TH for drain source voltage of 10 volt and drain current of 1 milliamp is minimum 1 volt and maximum 2.5 volt. The nominal will be average of the two, so it should be 1.75 volt. The reason why there is a minimum and maximum is due to part variation. Gate threshold voltage temperature coefficient delta VGS TH divided by delta TG for ID of 1 milliamp reference to 25 degrees Celsius is minus 3.9 millivolt per degree Celsius. It's a negative temperature coefficient for gate source threshold voltage. Static drain source on resistance RDS on at VGS is equal to 10 volt and drain current of 20 amps is typical 20 milliohms and maximum 28 milliohms, and at lower gate source voltages the RDS on will be higher. Here the datasheet has specified typical and maximum. Normally datasheet specifications are at 3 sigma, so the minimum and maximum will be statistical data, hence it will be as per 3 sigma data, which means if 1 million MOSFETs are manufactured, then 2700 MOSFETs will have RDS on exceeding 28 milliohms, while the remaining will be within specs. If one wants to design for 6 sigma quality, then the 3 sigma spec should be multiplied by 1.5, which gives 4.5 sigma long term quality. 4.5 sigma long term is nothing but 6 sigma short term. Hence for 6 sigma design, max RDS on at the above test conditions is 42 milliohms. In that event, if it is designed for 6 sigma, then only 7 in 1 million parts will have RDS on max, which will be greater than 42 milliohms. Gate resistance measured at a frequency of 1 megahertz and with open drain is 5.3 ohms. Forward trans admittance, which is also called trans conductance, YFS at drain source voltage of 10 volt and drain current of 20 amps is minimum 10 Siemens. Input capacitance CISS. For CISS, VGS cannot be 0. CISS is measured with drain source shorted. C and CISS is equal to CGS plus CGD. COSS is measured with gate source shorted and it equals CDS plus CGD. CRSS is equals CGD. These capacitances are non-linear and vary with the applied bias voltage between drain source voltage, and they also vary, mainly the gate source voltage varies with the applied bias voltage between gate and source. Resistive load switching characteristics are specified at VDD of 25 volt, gate source voltage of 10 volt, drain current of 10 amps, load resistance of 2.5 ohms, gate resistance of 10 ohms. Turn on delay time TD on is typical 10 nanoseconds, rise time typical 20 nanoseconds, turn off delay time typical 50 nanoseconds, fall time typical 20 nanoseconds. All of these timing values are at drain current of 10 amps. In a normal application, the drain current through the MOSFET keeps changing. Accordingly, these delay times will be changing. Here is the measurement circuit used for measuring the switching times, and then the parameter definitions for the various switching parameters. Gate charge characteristics are specified at VDD of 25 volt, drain current of 20 amps, gate source voltage of 5 volt. Total gate charge QG, which is marked here, to go for the gate source voltage to go from 0 volt to 5 volt is typical 12 nanocoulombs. Gate source charge QGS is 3.5 nanocoulombs. Gate drain charge QGD is 4 nanocoulombs. Here the units have been hidden by this snapshot here. Performing a LT spice simulation using a current source at the gate shows a plot similar to what is given in the datasheet. Simulating in the LT spice with a voltage source with a source resistance will uh, provide the gate switching characteristics as shown in this plot. Body diode electrical characteristics. Body diode is also called as intrinsic diode or parasitic diode. Continuous forward current IS at ambient of 25 degrees Celsius is 16 amps. Pulsed forward current ISP is max 40 amps. Forward voltage VSD for gate source voltage of 0 volt and forward current of 20 amps is max 1.2 volt. The voltage current characteristics of body diode are similar to PN junction diode. In this data sheet, the reverse recovery specs such as peak recovery current, reverse recovery charge and reverse recovery time are not specified. Coming to electrical characteristic curves, figure 1 provides power dissipation derating curve. At junction temperature of 25 degrees Celsius, this MOSFET is rated for 20 watt dissipation, but if the junction temperature is higher, say it is at 125 degrees Celsius, then only 4 watt can be dissipated in this MOSFET. At max junction temperature of 150 degrees Celsius, we wouldn't be able to use this MOSFET. Figure 2 provides the maximum safe operating area. The curve on the left is the ID into RDS on line. The curve on the top is the pulsed current 40 amp line, and the curve on the right side is the VDSS limit of 45 volt. For a smaller pulse width such as 100 microseconds, we will be able to subject this MOSFET for a higher power stress. For longer pulse durations of 1 millisecond and 10 millisecond, the stress that can be applied on this MOSFET is lower. In this plot, the curves for the continuous operation is not given, but it can be plotted by the user. For example, for continuous current rating is 10 amps, so and continuous power dissipation is 20 watt. So we will have a horizontal line till here, and then from here onwards it tapers off. With increase in drain source voltage, the drain current decreases. The power dissipation for this line, which is at 10 millisecond, is 50 watt, and that has been obtained at R theta JC of 2.5 degrees Celsius per watt. Note that the maximum R theta JC specified was 6.5 degrees Celsius per watt, but that was for continuous operation. Here this is for a pulse duration of 10 milliseconds, so R theta JC will be lower. And for 1 millisecond, the power dissipation allowed is 125 watt, and that is with R theta JC of 1 degree Celsius per watt. There is another change in slope here. These lines represent the secondary breakdown limitation. The SOA curves plotted here are for 25 degrees Celsius. The same shall be replotted at the max case temperature expected in the application. Figure 3 provides the normalized transient thermal resistance versus pulse width. Here, as it can be seen, for a continuous duty cycle operation, the applicable junction to case temperature is 6.25 degrees Celsius per watt. But if we are applying it for smaller pulses, for example, a 100 microsecond pulse or a 1 millisecond pulse, for 1 millisecond pulse, the factored in junction to case thermal resistance will be 1 degree Celsius per watt, and for 10 millisecond, the factored in junction to case thermal resistance will be 2.5 degrees Celsius per watt. Figure 4 provides the single pulse maximum power dissipation. At 1 millisecond, the peak pulse power is 125 watt, and as we know, at 1 millisecond the applicable junction to case thermal resistance is 1 degree Celsius per watt. The product of 125 watt on 1 degree Celsius per watt will lead to 125 degree Celsius rise in junction temperature on top of the case temperature of 25 degrees Celsius, where we will end up at a max junction temperature of 150 degrees Celsius. And at 10 millisecond, it is 50 watt pulse power dissipation, and then the applicable junction to case thermal resistance is 2.5 degrees Celsius per watt. Figure 5 provides the typical output characteristics. Here the drain current is on the y-axis and the drain source voltage is on the x-axis. The inverse of the slope of these plots gives the RDSM. This graph can also be used to determine the different regions of operation of the MOSFET, such as the cutoff region, linear region and ohmic region. The regions towards the right of this line is linear region, and towards the left is the ohmic region, and the region below gate source voltage of 1.75 volt will be the cutoff region. Figure 7 provides the breakdown voltage versus junction temperature. As we know, the breakdown voltage has a positive temperature coefficient. Hence, at 125 degrees Celsius junction temperature, the allowed breakdown voltage will be 1.1 times 45 volt, which will become 49.5 volt for this MOSFET. Figure 8 provides the typical transfer characteristics, which is nothing but the plot of drain current versus gate source voltage. The gate source voltage has negative temperature coefficient for voltages below 3 volt, and it has positive temperature coefficient for voltages above 3 volt. So this point, when the gate source voltage is 3 volt, at which point the temperature coefficient is 0, is called as the inflection point. Operating with VGS of less than 3 volt for a power MOSFET can cause thermal runaway because of the negative temperature coefficient of the gate source voltage below 3 volt. Figure 9 provides the gate threshold voltage versus junction temperature. As we know, gate source threshold voltage typical is 1.75 volt, and because 1.75 volt is less than the inflection point, it will have negative temperature coefficient. As such, at a higher temperature, the gate source threshold voltage will be lower. Figure 10 provides the forward transfer admittance versus drain current. It is also called as transconductance. It is the ratio of change in drain current for a small change in the gate source voltage. Transconductance is lower at higher temperatures, as evident in the plot, which is good to not get into thermal runaway. The slope of transconductance also gets lower at higher drain current, which is also good to prevent thermal runaway. Figure 11 provides the drain current derating curve. At junction temperature of 25 degrees Celsius, the rated drain current is 20 amps. At junction temperature of 125 degrees Celsius, the rated drain current is 7 amps. A 7 amps drain current will lead to a power dissipation of 1.656 watt. As we noted earlier, at junction temperature of 125 degrees Celsius, the allowed power was 4 watt, but when it comes to dissipating the power through I square RDS on, I mean the conduction losses, it is significantly lesser than the 4 watt, so it is only at 1.56 watt. Figure 12 provides the static drain source on state resistance versus gate source voltage. Below a gate source voltage of 5 volt, the RDS on is exponentially higher, and for a making sure a completely turned on MOSFET and low conduction losses, the gate source voltage shall be greater than 5 volt. Figure 13 provides the static drain source on resistance versus the junction temperature. The drain source on resistance has a positive temperature coefficient, which is very critical in applications which require paralleling of the MOSFETs. At 25 degrees Celsius, the typical drain source on resistance is 20 milliohms, and at 125 degrees Celsius, it is 32 milliohms, which is a factor of 1.6 times higher. For max RDS on spec of 28 milliohms at TJ of 25 degrees Celsius, it will be 28 milliohms times 1.6, 44.8 milliohms at TJ of 125 degrees Celsius. And if the design needs to cater for 6 sigma quality, then this number here has to be further multiplied by a factor of 1.5. Figures 14, 15, 16 and 17 provide various plots of variation in static drain source on resistance versus different parameters of gate source voltage, junction temperature. In summary, RDS on will be higher for lower VGS. RDS on will be higher at higher temperature. RDS on doesn't change with drain current if temperature is maintained constant. Figure 18 provides the typical capacitance versus drain source voltage. It provides a plot of CISS, COSS and CRSS versus drain source voltage. CISS, as we know, is CGS plus CGD, COSS is CDS plus CGD, CRSS is equal to CGD. As we can see, CRSS is lower than COSS, which is in turn lower than CISS. CGS doesn't change with drain source bias voltage, but it does change with the gate source bias voltage. Also, these capacitances are called nonlinear exactly for this reason, because they are changing with the applied bias voltage. Figure 19 provides the resistive load switching characteristics. It is to be noted that these graphs are for a resistive load, and in many situations it will not be a resistive load. For example, in a boost regulator it will be an inductive load, in which case the rise time, fall time, delay times have to be arrived at through either simulation or through analysis. In this plot, the fall time depends upon the plateau voltage, forward transconductance, gates resistance and reverse transfer capacitance. The T delay off time depends upon gate resistance and input capacitance and plateau voltage. The on delay time depends upon the gate resistance, input capacitance and plateau voltage, and the fall time depends upon the plateau voltage, forward transconductance, gate resistance and reverse transfer capacitance. All of these parameters are varying with respect to the drain current, and in the electrical characteristics the specifications for these parameters were at 10 amps. Figure 20 provides the dynamic input characteristics. The gate source threshold voltage is 1.75 volt. The plateau voltage is 3.2 volt. The charge from 0 to the plateau voltage is called gate source charge, which is 3.5 nanocoulomb. The charge in the plateau region is QGD, 4 nanocoulomb. The charge up to gate source voltage of 5 volt is QG, which is 12 nanocoulombs. The charge required is in the plateau region is to charge up the capacitor formed by the Miller capacitance, which is CGD into 1 plus V output divided by VGS, and the charge in this region CGS the QGS is due to CGS and CGD. It can be also noted that the slope of this line is different from the slope of this line here. Figure 21 provides the source current versus source drain voltage for the body diode. Body diode characteristics are similar to typical PN junction diode characteristics, wherein the forward voltage decreases by 2 millivolt per degree Celsius increase in junction temperature. These are the measurement circuits that were used for the timing characteristics and the gate charge characteristics. The datasheet also provides the mechanical dimensions of the package and the recommended footprint. Here, as it is given, it is not the recommended footprint. The footprint has to be arrived at by the layout designer. The dimensions have been given in both millimeters and inches. And ROHM as a big notice list on do's and don'ts while using their products in our applications, and we should be abiding by all of these do's and don'ts. With this, we come to the end of reading this MOSFET data sheet session. Thank you for your attention.